Imagine being a child, smiling one moment and suddenly, you're curled up in a ball, eyes stinging, vision fading, pain throbbing in your skull, unsure what's happening to you. The comfort of a blanket doesn't help. Your parents are there, but the pain is too much to explain. You're in the backseat of a car, being driven to the hospital, not understanding why your body feels like it's under attack. This is how migraine introduced herself into my life, a force I didn't see coming, and certainly one I didn't welcome. For many, migraine is not just a bad headache, it's a relentless presence that creeps in when you least expect it, derailing your plans, your comfort, your entire life. And when she decides to stay, she stays for hours, sometimes days. Sound familiar? For many of you watching this, migraine is that rude visitor who keeps showing up uninvited. Whether you're new to the migraine world or a long-term resident like me, you've likely felt the frustration, the fear, the overwhelming desire to just find relief. Today, we're diving into what it's really like to live with migraine, exploring the pain, the constant fight for relief, and what it's like when migraine becomes more than just an occasional inconvenience, it becomes part of your life. The unseen monster. So, what makes migraine so disruptive? It's not just the pain. Sure, the pain can feel like a black hole in your head, pulling in every ounce of energy, leaving you nauseated and drained. But the real challenge is everything that comes with it, the unpredictability, the way it makes you feel like you've lost control over your own body. For many of us, migraine doesn't announce her arrival politely. She sneaks in with an aura, a strange warning signal where your vision clouds with dark spots or flashes of light. Imagine trying to navigate your day while looking through a window splattered with ink. And then, just as you think you might be able to push through, the pain strikes. It's sharp, it's deep, and it feels like it's clawing at the back of your eyes, making you question how much more you can take. And let's not forget the nausea. That tidal wave of sickness that doesn't just make you feel terrible, but makes eating, moving, or even thinking seem impossible. It's like your body is turning against you, refusing to cooperate with even the simplest tasks. The desperate search for relief. If you've ever experienced migraine, you've probably tried it all: medications, lifestyle changes, essential oils, even well-meaning advice from strangers. I've been there too. I've tried everything from nasal sprays to injections to Botox. And while some treatments help, they often come with their own side effects: drowsiness, dizziness, or even rebound headaches if you're not careful. You might have heard people say, "Have you tried this diet?" or "Just drink more water." Or maybe they recommend yoga, meditation, or some obscure supplement that you've never heard of. You try it because you're desperate for anything that might work. I've been there, too, following advice from a Walmart cashier or a cab driver, hoping their suggestions might be the miracle cure I need. But more often than not, the results are disappointing. It's a constant cycle of hope and frustration, of thinking maybe this time it'll work, only to be back in the same place again. Migraine doesn't go away just because you want her to. The high price of coping. What people often don't see is the price you pay to cope with migraine. It's not just about the medications or the treatments, it's about the lifestyle changes, the sacrifices, and the constant effort to stay one step ahead of the next attack. For some, like me, it means changing the way we live, altering our diets, practicing self-care routines, and even investing in a service dog who can sense the onset of an attack. That's right, my dog is trained to smell the hormonal changes in my body before a migraine hits, giving me a chance to take action before the pain fully takes over. But even with all these strategies in place, it's not foolproof. There are still days when migraine catches me off guard, demanding my full attention, forcing me to stop everything and just wait for the storm to pass. Migraine, the unwanted companion. At this point, you might be thinking, how do you live with this every day? The truth is, I've had no choice but to learn. Over the years, migraine has become more than just a passing visitor. She's turned into a regular in my life, a sitcom neighbor who keeps barging in uninvited. It's frustrating. It's exhausting. And yet, over time, I've realized that in some strange way, migraine has also pushed me to make positive changes. She forces me to slow down, to take care of myself, to prioritize my health in ways I might not have otherwise. It's a twisted sort of friendship, one where I resent her presence, but can't deny the lessons she's taught me. I used to hate her with every fiber of my being. I resented how she stole my time, my energy, my peace of mind. But now, I've come to see her as a reminder that I need to be kind to myself. She doesn't let me get away with bad habits, and while I wouldn't call her a friend, she's certainly become a part of my life that I've learned to manage. The path to acceptance. Living with migraine is a journey. It's not one anyone wants to be on, but for those of us who are, it's about finding ways to cope, to manage, and to still live our lives. Migraine may never fully go away, but we can learn how to navigate life alongside her. If you're watching this and dealing with migraine, know that you're not alone. Your pain is real, and your struggle is valid. It's okay to be frustrated, to feel defeated at times. But it's also important to keep looking for what works for you. Whether that's medication, lifestyle changes, or just finding a support system that understands what you're going through, there are ways to make life with migraine more manageable. Migraine may not be going anywhere, but that doesn't mean she gets to control your life. You still have the power to find joy, to keep smiling, and to live a full life, even when the pain feels overwhelming. Conclusion. Migraine isn't just a headache, she's a force that impacts every part of your life. She demands attention, forces change, and often leaves you feeling powerless. But you're stronger than you think. Each day you manage to live with her, you're showing incredible resilience. So, whether you're curled up in the backseat of a car on the way to the hospital, or just trying to make it through another day with that familiar throbbing pain, remember this: you are not defined by your migraines. They are just a part of your story, not the whole narrative. Let's keep the conversation going. Share your experiences, your challenges, and your victories. Together, we can create a community of understanding and support, because no one should have to face migraine alone. Thank you for watching, and remember, there's always hope, even on the hardest days. Stay strong.